Hey guys, today we're gonna be watching high-speed chase involving Houston police. Reaction video angry lexus chase owner outruns the cops and high-speed chase. Let's get into it now. Bam, let's get into it now. There are North 59, 69 East Tex Freeway. They're on I-10 Beaumont. Okay, they're taking an exit, I-10 exit from 69 and the Beaumont area. And the driver is going at a high rate of speed, picking up some more speed. Okay, so we are following a chase right now. This chase started about 5 or 10 minutes ago, and then chase underway now already. It started, and now it started about 5 or 10 minutes ago. And this chase chase continues on. And this is a black Lexus going at a high rate of speed, taking the I-10, merging onto I-10, picking up some speed. I don't know where they tried to do spike strips earlier in the chase. We don't need that. Okay. There's a cruiser in front of him not getting involved. So there's a driver of that black Lexus. I don't know what they're trying to. They were trying to pull, not pull. They were trying to put out spike strips and manage to get the tires flat. And also, as they continue on onto 610 South Loop, and then not South Loop, they're gonna be coming up onto 610 South Loop shortly, before too long. So they're coming now, and if you can see, the driver of that black Lexus and high rate of speed. Of the four police cruisers behind him, behind that black Lexus, going around, traveling at a high rate of speed, using a turn blinker like this. Yeah, like using a turn blinker. Using the turn blinker to change lanes. That's a good car at that. When there's a good indication of that, indication of that driver of that black Lexus. As you can see, driver of that black Lexus. As you can see, the driver also is trying to, trying to get away from police. That's not gonna happen. They're on I-10. They are on I-10 eastbound. Yeah, I-10 eastbound. They are on I-10 eastbound. Now taking the exit 610 North Loop. Are gonna take the South Loop. Right. 610 South Loop. Okay. This is the East Freeway of 610 South Loop. And that is a black Lexus picking up speed. passing the big rig truck, passing all slower vehicles, passing and moving around all those slower vehicles. They have that speedometer. Here. 140, picking up speed, and they're about 1,000 feet or so. Because of that, please keep in mind, it jumps around the speed, so just to keep in mind, they're buffeting winds there, and they're buffeting winds here at about 1,000 feet. So I have to turn it down. They're about 1,000 feet here. We have some other factors involved with that speedometer one, that's how fast they're going. That is a black Lexus. When you're going to need a powerful engine, that is a sports sedan, like it's an import car, or maybe the Nissan engine. It's a Lexus. It is a Lexus Lexus 350 2007 car of the year.
Yeah, perhaps. Well, yeah, I'm not exactly sure. We thought at first it was a Lexus.
We thought it first a Lexus.
It could be a Lexus.
Yeah, that is a Lexus GS 350. That's definitely an import here. Right now,
close behind, you see
close
him slowing
behind.
down every now and then.
You see him slowing down every now and then.
Which is probably 65, right around that area. But then all of a sudden he'll pick up and he'll
pick up the
move 80 or 90 miles an hour.
That speed up. He'll pick up speed.
Okay, we understand that it is a Lexus.
And as you can see, that is a black Lexus. Over there on a high rate of speed. This has been going on for about 15 minutes or so. We've seen that driver picking up speed again. 65 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour.
The ship channel bridge.
And again, he's been going on for about 10-15 minutes now. Again. And as well. And then it's been going on for about 15 minutes now. It's going on. Yeah, again, it's been going on for about 15 minutes now again. And now they're on southbound 610. The DPS is up here. HPD is here. The ground chase units. So again, this chase has been going on for about 15-20 minutes or so. And they see the driver picking up speed, weaving in and out of traffic, changing lanes as well. They just passed three actual police cars. They exited the freeway. 3 police cars. They just passed 3 police cars, and then they were trying to do spike strips in the chase. I think, yeah.
You know, a couple of miles in advance, and
couple of miles
one direction or the other, so that they can kind of funnel that vehicle into an area that the area
would allow him to run over those spike strips.
That easily done. I mean, this is especially at this speed.
Okay.
So here he moves along, still on the 610.
Passing the 610, not 610. Passing the 225 exit. Passing the Gulf Gate Mall and the Gulf Gate Freeway, I-45. Yeah, I-45 freeway. They just passed over I-45. Yeah, they just passed I-45 Gulf Gate Freeway. This chase has been going on for about the past 20 minutes or so since the police started this chase now, and during the afternoon rush hour, as you can see, northeast area, southeast area, east. Then he was originally, yeah, he's just on the opposite side of the freeway, moving along pretty good, coming up to the NRT Center, NRT Park.
Many times when we see the driver, many times they travel in an area that they're familiar with, so we'll assume at this point anyway that this person is, if they don't live in this part of town, at least they're familiar with this part of town, the freeway system and the side streets. Usually they will exit the freeway into a neighborhood that they're more familiar with, and that's generally speaking when these chases come to an end. We could be doing laps like the Indy 500 here for the rest of the afternoon, the way this is going.
Right,
and
for the rest of the
pretty easy for
afternoon, the
HPD
way
to
this
stay
is
right on
going.
top of someone who's on the freeway like this,
This
no matter
chase
how
is
fast they're going,
going on
because these
for the
police
past
vehicles, they can travel
45
at
minutes
practically any
or
speed that some
so
of these other
since
vehicles
the
can
chase
travel at.
started, since the
And
police
you have behind him
started
at
this
least
chase.
4 or
They
5
have him.
HPD.
They have
HPD, by the
behind
way, is
him
not in the
at
air.
least 4 or
We know
5
that DPS is in the air,
HPD.
but you're still on the
DPS
ground.
is
You
in
have
the air,
HPD.
still
Those
on
are
the ground.
HPD there.
Those are
Vehicles.
HPD
But
vehicles in
he
pursuit of
just
that
seems to be
black
moving along,
Lexus.
and not all that fast right now. Maybe at 80 miles an hour or so. I don't know.
We're not about all that fast.
You wonder what he's going to do here.
80 miles
if he's
an hour?
really trying to get away, and we certainly don't want him to try and do that, because they really
They don't
start
want
doing some
him to
stupid
try
things.
and do that to get away.
Although this is on the level of, some pretty crazy stuff anyway, just even trying to run from police. But we've seen this all the time, Don.
In just a little bit here, we're going to be coming up back onto 288 and see what's going on over here. That seems to be another accident. It's going the opposite direction down here on the South Loop. But we will be coming up on 288 here. And if you're familiar with it, they've got a lot of construction going on in that area. And these lanes that he's traveling on going westbound here on the South Loop will pitch down to a couple of lanes. Once you get down to 288, you just pass the sign.
Once they get down to 288,
heads up as to 288 is just ahead. So now he's signaling to change lanes.
Now he is signaling to change
That is odd. I
lanes.
just have
That's
this frame
crazy.
of mind
It's a
where
silly
he's trying to
goose.
get away from police. He's
Trying
speeding.
to get
He's already
away.
broken dozens of laws.
He's already
and yet he
broken
signals
dozens
to
of
go.
laws.
You can see his signal there,
You
Don.
can see that signal here. That
And you know what I have to say? I have to say this, and that is the fact that this may or may not be
for a couple
him.
minutes.
It could be a her.
Oh, you're absolutely
I know
right.
that when we went
Okay,
on
for the
a
next
chase
minute or
not that
two,
long
we're gonna let you
ended
listen
up
to it for a
on the
minute.
610 West Loop in a Jeep,
just a few
and
minutes,
as it turned out, it was a female that was leading the chase.
Well, and we have learned that is happening more and more often. I mean, we've seen it again and again. Oh, there he goes, trying to sneak off the freeway, and he did it. And the police are right behind him still. Now let's see what happens.
This is Scott Street.
Okay,
now,
this is
now
Scott
we're
Street.
stuck in traffic. Let's see. Yep.
This is where it gets always interesting here. You know, when you start getting off into the...
This is where accidents happen.
Yeah, exactly right. This is how where accidents happen, where people begin... Let's see, is he going to go back on the loop? If he gets back on the South Loop to go eastbound...
Yeah, I'm going to go eastbound now. Yep.
Okay. This may be the only part of town that this guy is used to. So, he's familiar with, because now we're going back in the same direction that he originally started with long ago. You know what?
As a matter of fact, I was just reminded, Art, that there is an accident up ahead. If you remember correctly, we pointed that out as we passed it.
So he's going to run into that.
On the freeway, they're going to come to a dead stop up ahead.
Well, that wasn't a very smart move then. Not very strategic on his point to be getting back on the South Loop and now headed westbound, going very fast. You can see him picking up speed, but you're right, Don. We saw that accident not too much further ahead of him, and they have that accident was bringing traffic to a crawl. And you can bet that now HPD is on the radio with those other folks over there at that accident, probably telling them to shut that thing down entirely, all lanes, to see what happens. It will be interesting once they approach that.
Well, there they go.
Oh, there he goes. Okay. Well, that was his strategy.
Off the freeway onto the feeder. Yeah.
He just got off the freeway. Yep, right onto the feeder. Well, you know those wheels are going to be pretty damaged as a result of that. You can just climb on and off the freeway without up and down on those curbs. But here we are off the freeway. Wait, is this back to Scott? No, this is Martin Luther King, isn't it?
Yes. This is Martin Luther King, and we're headed northbound now.
Okay.
Going through these intersections.
Ooh, yeah, that's where it's so dangerous. You go racing through those intersections, and when you're traveling at that speed, it's just too difficult to see anyone else and anyone else to see that vehicle before someone just pulls out in front. Okay, there's Perry Street.
This is a street called Perry. This is a street called Perry over here.
Ooh, in the residential area, going that fast. That's not good.
In a residential area, and they've sped up.
And this chase got under. Okay, we're back now. And this chase got underway at about 30 minutes ago, into 35 minutes into the pursuit. And this chase has been going on for about 35 minutes. This shit's been going on for about 35 minutes
You know, this is
now.
what usually happens in these neighborhoods sometimes as well. They
And
just find
now
some
they're
place to
into
bail
40
or
minutes
run.
into the pursuit. They're
But
into
he's-
35. Yeah, they're
he
into
wouldn't go into a
35
neighborhood like
minutes
this
into the
unless he was
pursuit.
absolutely
It's been
familiar
going
with it.
on for an hour,
He's
a
on
while,
Keystone
for an
Street
hour,
now. He's kind of circled
35
around,
minutes or
really
so
moving fast.
since the police started this chase. And it started
Back to Martin
on the
Luther now. Let's see if
610
he goes left or right.
in
There he
Maine
is, now
at
going southbound.
about
He's back headed south, right, on Martin
1:05
Luther?
p.m. this
To
afternoon.
be honest with you, Art,
To be
I
honest
lost
with you,
direction.
we lost
I know that
direction.
we're having a hard time
We're having a
maneuvering
hard
up here.
time
We've got other
keeping
helicopters
up
up here
with
with
that,
us.
keeping
And so we've got to pay
with the
attention to that.
suspect. We
And,
gotta
to be
pay
honest with
attention
you,
to
I
that.
don't
We
know.
gotta concentrate
You know what?
on that police
Looks as
chase
though
video.
we're heading.
Yeah.
We're heading south. We're
They're
heading
heading
toward the
south,
That's what I
and
thought.
as well,
Yeah, toward the south
I
loop.
I have to
understand.
glance
Turning right
over to my
onto
compass over here to look myself.
You know, Don just does a Herculean job to the audience out there to think of guiding this camera, which is on that helicopter, as well as maneuvering the helicopter. I know, you know, there's a pilot there that does that, but still, it's just awesome job you're taking care of here, Don, and bringing us some
Thanks. Well, Kevin,
Are you ready to
Kevin
pay
is our
attention,
pilot this
audience?
afternoon, and he's doing a
Okay,
bang-up
pay
job.
attention.
Okay,
That is a black
because we're also in restricted airspace. This is over here in
They
Hobby
have
Airport
also a
space.
restricted
So
airspace.
he's having to
This
deal
is
with
over
them
here
and the
in
other
Hobby
helicopter
Airport.
traffic. Well,
He's
I'm
having to
talking
deal
you
with
and trying to
the
keep up
other
with the chase with the
helicopter
camera.
traffic. They're keeping up with the
So
chase
other
with the
helicopter
camera.
traffic and everything else
so the
that goes
other
on along with
helicopter
restricted
traffic,
airspace because of
along
Hobby,
with a restricted
but yet we get it to you
airspace
first, we get it on the air,
Hobby,
and
when we get it
well,
to
at
you
least,
first,
he at least stopped
we get
there.
it on the air. At
But
least
let's see what
he
happens
stopped.
now.
He didn't crash.
Okay, Colin Boulevard.
He did not crash. He didn't crash.
They guessed where he was
Trying
going
to get
go.
around
Now
the
they trying to
HPD.
block him in, but he's going over the median.
Going over the median
around the
before he
police
gets hurt.
officer.
You need to set up for a pit maneuver here,
Right.
Art.
Yeah, they're gonna have to
there's
do
no
that.
doubt about
So
it.
they're gonna
Because
do a
somebody's
pit
gonna get
maneuver.
really seriously injured if they don't stick the neck
Before
out and do that here
he gets
quickly.
You're
hurt.
right. You're right. And that's when,
Well,
when
you know,
it's
they
getting
tend to
really,
travel.
really dangerous and he's in a
It's
populated
getting
area.
really, really
and if they have
dangerous
some clarity
when it's a
and
populous.
some
He's in a
space to be able to
populous
do it,
area.
you look how he's pulling up to the side, Don. He's getting up, perhaps
Look how he's pulling up
trying to get
to the
over to the
side,
side,
trying to get
possibly
over to that
work on
side to
doing a
pit
pit
that
maneuver.
black Lexus. Bring it to him.
Yeah, there's just a little bit
bring
too
it-
much traffic on this
too
main
much
Bring
boulevard
it.
here.
Right.
Yeah, bring it.
Okay, we're just crossed
To
over
an end.
Holmes Road.
They crossed. Oh, they just crossed over. They just crossed over Holmes Road. Okay, let's see what he does here.
This is over at the 610 loop.
This is over at the 610 loop.
Yeah, he's not afraid to go off-roading. He's done that, I think, at least 3 or
He's
4
done
times
that,
now.
I think, at least
So we're
3 or 4
back on the
times.
loop.
Okay.
Now back on the loop.
We are
We are back on the south
But
loop.
is he before
But
or
he
after
is
the
before.
accident? He might run into the same accident, right?
After the accident,
Well,
he
I
might
think
run
that,
into
he's
the
headed
same
over
accident
Toward, let me see.
before
Looks like he's headed over
earlier.
toward Reliance Stadium, Astrodome area.
Okay, so he's
Before
headed
they
over
head
288.
toward
yeah,
the
back over
Reliance
288. He's
Stadium
headed eastbound
here
now
in
on the south loop.
Astrodome, Reliance Stadium
He's been doing this for
Center,
a good 45
288.
minutes now.
This chase been going on for.
No,
There's the construction area. We're coming up on 288 shortly.
Coming
Okay,
up
so he's
onto
gone
288 here shortly. This chase been going on for about 40 minutes or so,
That's a mess to get through
and
there.
they
A
see
lot
the
of construction.
driver now picking up speed.
Well, police right behind him. Look at
Now
him.
police
You see how
right
police
behind
are
him.
trying to get to one side of
Try
him.
to do a pit
Sometimes
maneuver.
They will attempt
He's
to do
already
that,
broken
and then
dozens of
that's
laws,
when they
trying
work
to
the
get away
pit
from
maneuver.
police.
But at this point, if there's too much traffic and they're going way
There
too fast, they're
is
going to
too
probably
much-
have to wait until
there
they
is
get off
too
into a
much
residential
traffic.
area.
Okay, that's 288. So
That's
we're now
28
approaching
that's
the Astrodome
288
Reliance,
here,
Reliance Center
approaching
area.
Astrodome Reliance.
This is all the
Reliance.
construction that I was telling you. You know, lanes narrow down to a couple
Lanes
lanes there.
narrow
And
down
for
to the
the
couple of
through
lanes.
traffic headed over
So,
toward the
yeah.
West Loop and Astrodome area.
At Astrodome area.
Well, because of this pandemic, I think that clearly the freeways are just not as congested
They're just
as
not
they used to
as
be. We still have a lot of people
congested.
staying home. And no doubt a lot are watching
least
this
we're not
high-speed
wearing
chase,
masks.
waiting for it to come
We're
to
not
an end,
wearing
wondering
masks,
how it's
but
going to
in the
end.
bus
That's
we wear masks.
always the frightening thing about
That's
it. Is that we always wonder,
the always
and
frightening
you
thing
always
about.
have some degree of trepidation that this is things going to end with some major accident. That's what we do not want.
And as well,
we do not want it.
Oh my goodness!
Hit one of those cones.
You just saw it. You just saw it.
Yep.
Oh,
now
he's
going to go back up. They're doing it.
And now,
Force is doing everything they can
cone.
to lose police,
I'm gonna rewind this to you. Bear with me.
No, you know what? Because if he loses even that guy right behind him, there are a dozen others, you know, still behind that officer. So.
And not to mention that, but we're also up here.
Right. What we do not want it to end.
I'm gonna rewind this to you. And now you just saw that. Hit the cone. Passenger side mirror flew off. You just saw it. We saw it. He's doing everything he can to do this to lose police.
Because if he loses even that guy right behind him, there are
and this chase
has
been going on now for about a better part of about an hour, for about 45 minutes now. And this chase continues. And now, how is it going to come to an end? Try to do a pit maneuver! Come on, get him, guys! Oh my goodness.
The chase car actually
clipped one of those cones. I had to rewind it 2 times. I'm going to rewind this again to you.
With the barrel.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that barrel. The one who's running from police, he clipped it as well, and then you're right, the officer just slammed into the rest of it.
Yep.
Oh,
now
he's
going to go back up. They're doing it. Force is doing everything they can to lose police, but that's not going to happen.
No, you know what? Because if he loses...
I'm going to rewind this to you for the 3rd time. Earlier.
We do not want it to end.
Oh my goodness!
Hit one of those cones.
Trying to avoid the cones.
So did the officer.
You can see that he just hit the cones.
Yep.
Oh,
now
he's
going to go back up. They're doing it. Force is doing
everything
he is doing everything. But that's not going to happen.
He is doing everything
you know what?
he
Because
can.
If
he is doing everything he can to lose.
There are a dozen others.
Okay, he is doing everything he can to lose police.
And not to mention that, but we're also up here.
Right.
Trying to do a big maneuver. Come on, get him, guys, get him! Oh my goodness.
Yep. Yeah, the chase car actually clipped one of those construction barrels and took the right side mirror off of it. We saw it go flying along with the barrel.
With the barrel. We saw him.
Yeah, I saw that barrel.
We saw it go flying along with the barrel, running from police. Yeah, from police. Going on again for an hour. Going on for about 45 minutes now, or so, an hour, during the hour of that rush hour pursuit.
There's so many people on the freeway as well. Not super congested, but when you try a pit maneuver
by those vehicles, they try to do a pit maneuver.
And you might be
come on, guys, get him.
So we'll see what happens here.
Let's listen. Now, let's listen.
Race through the south part of town, 610 South Loop. He is headed eastbound still. And at some point,
this is westbound, and they're coming up over here in the Meyerland area. Yeah, and this is the Braeswood exit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this is
hoping that they'll take off and get on a surface street over here where they can get this guy stopped.
Yeah, I think that they're probably receiving some direction to. You know what? Let's try and end this thing as quickly as possible because he's been.
Braeswood
he's really causing some danger here on the road. All right, so if they're headed westbound, then they're
trying to continue on the freeway.
Yeah, let me give you a wider view. There's Braes Bayou coming up on Meyerland. We're headed northbound back up toward Bel Air, which is, I think, where all this started in the Bel Air area in southwest
They're headed
Houston.
northbound towards, back up towards
southwest part of town, Bel Air area.
Excuse me.
Over there on the
this
west
is the southwest part of town, Bel Air
went southbound,
area.
Then
Southbound, then South Loop. For a time.
All the way over to the Ship Channel Bridge.
All the way over to the Ship Channel Bridge.
And now he's already swung all the way back around, traversed his way through some residential streets, then on the South Loop again, headed westbound, and now he's headed northbound on the 610. He's going to be headed getting up to the Bel Air area. You can see the cross streets there.
Cross
we
streets
approach them with this
here,
awesome technology,
getting off,
a quick exit there,
taking the 610 exit,
police. This is
getting off at
exit.
610,
okay, this is,
making a U-turn if he's going to get back onto 610.
Just down the street, a couple of miles. So let's see what happens here, because
See what
he's going to
happens
turn around.
here.
Let's see if he heads
He's
back
gonna,
south.
if he
He's making the
is,
U-turn
if
there. Now he's
he's
going to
gonna
head
turn around, if he's
really
gonna turn around.
southbound on the west.
Really?
Yep.
Southbound on the west loop.
Yeah, that was the Bel Air
That was there.
intersection there. So
That
now
there
we're
was the belt.
getting back on
The
the
belt
freeway.
air.
I think this is the only area he knows.
This has been
I think we
all
know which
area.
area he
Which
hangs
area with
You know,
he hangs out?
sort of
Southwest,
south part of town.
south part of
Now
south
he has to be thinking.
part of town.
You would
He has
think.
to
You know,
naturally,
level-headed person would be
level-headed
thinking.
person would
Okay,
be, okay.
I'm not able to lose these officers.
I'm not able to lose these
clearly,
officers.
because
Clearly,
nothing he has done has been able to create that.
Clearly.
At this point, he's got to be thinking, all right, maybe I just pull over. But sometimes when the adrenaline is there and it just keeps you moving, you move off that instead.
You move off that instead.
Reason-mindedness,
Reason-mindedness. And when you're minding your own business, when you're minding your business, when you're coming back from the grocery store, don't get involved. Let the police handle it. When you're coming back from the grocery store for an errand at lunchtime, let the police handle it. Let the HPD and the police handle it, or the popo, I should say, when you're minding your business.
This is the
Like,
fourth
buddy,
time
this is the third, fourth time. Then when that driver been hitting cones earlier
on the west loop, now he's headed east on the south loop. Is that correct?
On the south.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Loop. Headed back toward the Astrodome.
Headed back.
And I use the Astrodome as a marker because all of us long-timers here in Houston use the Astrodome as a marker. And, of course, we're talking about Reliance Stadium, Reliance Center. But I think everybody gets the picture.
Everyone does, yeah. Because that's been such an iconic, building over the past many decades. But here we go again. We're going to drive by, I don't know. This guy enjoys doing some sightseeing on the south side because he's done plenty of it. This is at least our fourth or fifth time that we've driven this road.
For about
or at least the south loop in some fashion, east or westbound.
Yeah, this chase been going on for about 45 to 50
that police
minutes.
car gets so close to the back of the
going on for about 50 minutes.
If it were me, I would just wanted to ease into the gas and do that Dale Earnhardt pit maneuver on
continues.
Right.
If they're gonna try to do a pit maneuver, come on, everybody. What is a pursuit intervention?
You have to have some degree of fear in doing it on this freeway because you know what's going to happen.
So
it's going to be spinning out of control, slamming into the median, perhaps
slamming into the median, try to go out of control of that car. The car was almost going out of control. They're trying to do a pit maneuver. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Come on. Oh, come on, guys.
They have different rules when it comes to the pit maneuver, and that may be what they've done here is to set this up. So as soon as that officer sees an opportunity,
sees that opportunity, I may be
that's what it kind of leads to
mistaken.
That's believe.
Yeah,
what is
I
believed
think you're
kind
right
of
there, Don, because
leads
once
to
you pulled up closer,
and this
I thought, wait a minute,
got underway at about 20 or 30 minutes ago.
DPS is
earlier on, and now that DPS is taking a lead, they're not going to mess around. Come on, do a pit maneuver. Pit maneuver.
DPS is in the air, and
But
DPS now is
DPS
taking
is
the lead
in
on the
the
ground
air.
as well.
The helicopter, the DPS helicopter is
That's correct,
taking the air.
because it was HPD
So
for
I'm
the
going to let you
longest
listen.
time.
I'm going to
I
let
don't
you
know where
listen
the
there
swap happened,
for
but,
an hour, for a
it's
few
clear
minutes.
that this is
For a few
definitely
minutes.
DPS. That's why I zoomed in on
Okay.
that, because I thought, that DPS? Yes, I confirmed that it was.
Yeah, you can tell by the emblem
Approaching
on the
288 again there,
side of the vehicle. Okay, here we go, approaching that again. You're going to be approaching some construction here as well, right? At some point. Let's see what he does here. There's 288. He's going to get off on the 288 again. Okay, he's exited on 288, it looks like. Let's see if he goes north or south on 288. Looks like he's going to...
288 south.
He's headed south on 288. All right, so once he passes the construction in this area, he could be fairly open, but 288 is only a couple of lanes. You don't have 4 and 5 lanes like you do the loop.
Yeah, this is a huge construction zone all the way down to Pearland.
It is. You know,
traffic continues to slow here.
I noticed on the, you look at the officers following him, the first and the second officer, the first and the second are DPS. The third now, the HPD was taking the lead. Now they've dropped into the third, I believe, spot there, behind the DPS. So let's see what happens here now. Okay.
And you notice the HPD officer has given the DPS officer plenty of room between them.
You're right.
Where DPS is right on
we're back now.
suspect's tail. Now they're exiting. This is Reed Road.
Okay, this is...
Okay, right here.
This is Reed Road.
He's right there on his side.
Getting off at 288. Let's see what it does. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
There we go. We had an accident there.
There's an accident there. If they're gonna pit maneuver, they're gonna do a pit maneuver. Come on, get it, guys! Oh, there you go. Great job.
Person's hands are out of the car.
Person's hands are out of the car. Hands up like this. This has come to a conclusion. Exit station and 288. You don't want to get too close to that telephone pole.
They have no clue
they have their guns out, they're drawn, but they have no clue what to expect. They're ordering that driver out of the car. The driver will face away from them in that vehicle, back up towards them, so they'll handcuff the suspect. As you can see, the officers are all lined up there. They're all lined up there.
Let's see what happens and who we have. Whether there is a male behind that wheel,
whether there is a male behind the wheel.
We've seen it all in all of these chases we've covered, but there are a line of DPS.
There are a line of DPS. Their guns are drawn, giving and shouting orders at this point. He did once. He hit the car. Hands up in the air. So anyway,
we've seen them
any
stop
minute,
and then go.
This took.
And you know,
it took hours.
Don't have any clue whether or not this person has a gun, or there's other people in the car with
15 minutes
them. This is
to do a pit maneuver and stop that car. It took 5 or 15 to 20 minutes to pit that car, to stop that car, and do spike strips earlier on today.
At the top of your screen, it's being escorted toward the police car. I did not see anybody get out of it.
Get him out of the car.
They're on the sidewalk
gonna
up
get
there.
him out of the car.
Too close, Art, because we just don't know what's going to happen here.
We don't want to get too close.
We have to be careful here, at least to
so we don't.
Audience, and sometimes
so we're gonna show it to the audience one more time. We're gonna show it to the audience. So we're gonna show it to the. We're gonna show it to the audience.
On the left-hand side.
So we're gonna show it to the audience. One more time. We're gonna show it to the audience.
A dozen officers all
at least
around,
a dozen officers. We're going to show it to the audience. So let's pay attention. Pay close attention, officers. Not officers. I should say. Pay close attention. Pay close attention, audience. So you're ready to pay close attention? You ready, audience? Pay attention. So, okay, whether they are taking the lead in the air,
because the HPD might be grounded because
of the HPD might be grounded of that helicopter crash. The HPD might be grounded because of that helicopter crash earlier. We just saw it. Usually, if DPS wants help, they have no problem calling HPD helicopter in on this, and we glance to the compass, which then the higher authority when to the police, to the DPS and the HPD, and as well, someone is out of the vehicle, that male suspect. Okay, it came to an end, and as well, we just hope that he doesn't get back in the vehicle and start putting the drive.
That happened before, but there must be several orders being given back
5
and forth.
or 15 minutes.
Let's see what happens as
to
we
get him out of the car.
So
yeah,
this play
we
out.
continue to watch. We do see movement outside of. We do see movement outside of the driver's door.
It appears to be leaning up against his vehicle. And he's walking, or he's possibly walking backward at this point.
Well, we're hoping that he's taking direction and doing exactly what the officers are telling him to do.
And for the audience, we just have to be very careful. That was DPS that flew by, right? Yeah, that looked like DPS.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
now,
DPS.
we're here at Reed Road, just to the west of 288, not even a block away from 288. And the situation, to say the least, is tense.
Yeah, because he's not laying down yet. I mean, I don't know whether they're giving him orders to lay down, but generally they will lay down pretty quickly. It appears as though he's maybe taking just a couple of steps backwards, but I've only seen one person so far. I have not seen another, and he's slowly walking back.
He is slowly walking back.
It appears
as though
don't know. There
as
could be
though
other people
only one person
in
that vehicle. That is correct.
Yeah. They try to only deal with one at a time.
Trying to only deal with
now he's walking backwards toward
15
them.
minutes.
Now they're going to command him to get on his knees and then on his stomach.
Deal with that
down.
suspect.
There they go. They're moving in now.
There you go. Handcuffed. He is handcuffed and taken into custody.
The guns are continued to be pointed at the vehicle, seeing if there is perhaps another one in there. But this man is under arrest.
Put the dog over there and make sure that there's not somebody else in the vehicle.
They'll put the dog over there.
Okay, there's the man under arrest. You can see him.
There is a man under
up
arrest.
Against the DPS vehicle.
You can see him up against
the dog went
DPS
inside the suspect's vehicle, and
the dog went inside the vehicle. The state trooper. The vehicle, the state trooper, and the vehicle, black Lexus is cleared.
All over it, but
at least there is a flat tire. It's hard to tell. I can't tell. I think they were trying to put out spike strips. They were trying to put out spike strips earlier in the chase. Earlier today, they tried to put out spike strips.
Yeah, he's going back, and the DPS taking the full lead on this because DPS is taking him into custody.
The DPS was taking the lead over this.
Perhaps.
But I noticed that the DPS officers stepped back and letting the undercover officers
take the arrest.
And generally when that happens, when undercover is involved, that means they've been following this man.
When the undercover is involved,
they've been following this man.
They've been following this.
We're not sure of the situation,
this man for the past 5 or 15 minutes or so.
You can clearly see
for the past 5 or 15. They've been following this man for the past 5 or 15 minutes or so, 5 or 20 minutes or so since the chase started. That is a chunk of that car. Texas license plate is
back and forth on the South Loop at least 5 times. He's very familiar with that area. Gone up to the north as well, over to the southeast.
So at least 5 or 10 times.
5 making his way around the city, but now
10 times as well. 5 times, I should say 5 times.
One suspect. The chase is now over.
And now the chase is now over.
We'll have, continue to watch here on ABC13.com.
Much more coverage. So thanks for watching. Check out this video pops up here.
And all the events
and I'll see you guys in the next video later on today. Before I go, everyone in the studio audience
at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock on Eyewitness News,
we'll get a $50 gift card. Yay! So thanks for watching. Check out this video pops up here. I'll see you guys in the next video later on.
Take out with Chase Freedom Unlimited. That's a lot of cash back. Are you gonna stop me?
Before we wrap this up.
Oh, I'm almost there. Too late. Boom. Earn big time with Chase Freedom Unlimited with no annual fee. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what's yours.
News from ABC 13. For more information, head to abc13.com or open our ABC.
Get into it now. Let's get into it now. We're back. Welcome back.
Afternoon here, something that we certainly didn't expect.
They did expect
kind of helped perpetuate this particular chase.
Traffic
conditions.
Light traffic conditions. So.
The driver put his hands out the window.
Minute
it took a while for
55 minutes, 55 to 60 minutes later, 55 minutes, 55 minutes later, the chase came to an end near Reed Road in 288. It started in 610 main loop just about 1:05 p.m. this afternoon, and that is the vehicle that police were chasing for about 20 or 30 minutes. Yeah, that is the vehicle that the police were chasing for about 20 or 30 minutes now. Chase started right around 1:05 a.m. No, 1:05 p.m. Yeah, 1:05 p.m.
During this chase,
this afternoon in 610 in Maine, and they were chasing that vehicle for the past 20 or 30 minutes or so. Chase started right around 1:05
action that was going on over here
this
before
afternoon.
they effected the arrest of that suspect, and wasn't quite sure exactly why.
Just before the
It appears to
newscast
be that man
started.
there or a woman there in the white shirt. I'm not exactly sure what that was
white
about,
shirt
but
and the
I thought
driver
that
of
was
that
rather
black
curious
Lexus.
that we
Rather
had
curious.
pretty much a
Well, we had
bystander
a
moving in toward this very serious
much
arrest that was going
a
on
bystander
with all of the
moving in
police
toward
guns drawn
arrest.
on the
You can
suspect.
see guns thrown on that suspect. That is so recent, and that's so unacceptable, incredible, acceptable that black Lexus is stopped.
Yeah.
At least,
And you know, the real scary part to me wasn't so much the freeway speeds.
at least
when he was off
that
of MLK over
when he was off at MLK
in that
over when
area
the
of
chase
town,
got
with those
underway
neighborhood streets, and he
about
was doing
20 or 30
60,
minutes
70
ago.
miles an hour.
Earlier
All
on, when
the
he was
kids are
doing
out of
60,
school,
70 miles an hour,
and
all the kids are
that's the
out
kind
of
of stuff
school.
that really scares me.
Oh, yes.
That really
that
scares
is
me when
because
it's
that's where we've seen
to see
so
when it's
many
so
accidents.
shocking when it's
And
it can be a higher
accidents that really have sometimes fatal consequences,
when
but
sometimes
certainly
there are fatal
injuries
consequences.
to other individuals. So, especially when it's through a neighborhood like that,
And
that
there
is
are
just so frightening.
There are
I mean,
consequences.
you're talking about it.
Fatal consequences.
All a kid has to do is get out there and chase a ball, and there's no
that
way
vehicle when
that vehicle is
there's
going
no
to be able to
way
stop
that vehicle
or
is going to be able to stop when
avoid
there's a fatal
hitting anyone
consequences
or anything.
of that
losing
black
control of the
Lexus.
vehicle and
They're going to
slamming
tow
into
that
a
black
house.
Lexus
Right.
We've
on
seen
its
that
way to the
happen, too.
We've seen
dealership.
that happen.
They're going to
All right, well, Don, I don't know that
check
there's
and
much
what's
else to
going
talk
on
about here. I think we've covered this thing.
when there's
What do you think?
consequences.
It's only a matter of time now. They're going to get the wrecker hooked up to
Now
the
the wrecker is
suspect's car. It'll be
hooked
towed
up
off.
to the
Investigation
suspect's car.
will
It will be
continue
towed
back
off.
at police headquarters. They're getting into their cars, and they're going to be leaving the scene here momentarily. So, yeah, this is pretty much over with over here on the south side, Reed Road and 288. Quite an
anyway,
afternoon, an hour-long
there you
chase
have it, an
involving
hour-long
the Department of Public Safety,
60-minute
DPS,
chase.
and
Yeah, the
Houston
DPS
Police, and it's been a crazy chase.
of
A lot of people
Department of-
had this car go past them on the
Department of
freeway, and they'll have told
Public
stories to tell
safety
when they
here.
get home this
There are
afternoon.
fatal consequences.
They certainly will, Don. They
of that
certainly will.
driver, consequences.
Stellar job once
As you can
again
see,
with you in the
driver
air,
of that black.
Kevin as well, and getting us, bringing us these incredible
Okay.
pictures as we have watched this thing sort of
Driver
traverse the
of
entire
that
south side of town and now coming
black
to an end.
Lexus.
There you
You
have a
can see
suspect
as
in
well.
custody, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so
I'm Art
much
Rascone,
for
along with
watching.
Don
Check out this
Armstrong
video,
and
Pops.
Kevin the pilot.
Now see you guys in the
Have a
next
terrific day,
video
everyone. We'll see you later.
later on tonight. Bye, guys.
What even is a Hoosier? Why don't you show us?
Real-time closed captioning of this YouTube channel is made possible by Acer, the
I've made it my
green
mission to
laptop.
contribute positively to our environment through my work and to promote eco-friendliness through my designs.
Pilot, and have a terrific day, everyone. We'll see you later.
A woman and her 15-month-old child